Greetings, Exile. You may have heard of 777s being used to represent the Almighty, 666s for the damned, and 888s for prosperity. But this build? Forget the mystic numbers. It's all about stacking 8s. 8 bleeds, 8 impales, and dealing 8 times the damage. Here's a glimpse of my bleed perforate build at its peak potential. Perforate of BloodShed is a transfigured version of Perforate. Unlike its predecessor, it has no interaction with the blood and sand stances and summons fewer spikes. However, it compensates for this by dealing more damage with bleeding, providing a chance to cause bleeding, and giving each spike its own area of effect. Since each spike has its own scalable area of effect, they can overlap, resulting in multiple hits on a target. Being a slam skill, it benefits greatly from supports like Fist of War and Ruthless support, both of which amplify the damage of all spikes summoned. Initially, the maximum number of spikes you can summon is 6 with a 20% quality Perforate gem. For this build, I've taken it a step further by adding 2 additional spikes. This is achieved by boosting the gem's quality by 40%, using Ashes of the Stars, which grants plus 30% quality, and a Warlord-influenced armor with an elevated modifier providing plus 10% quality to socketed active skill gems. With 8 spikes summoned, the build hits the perfect number to apply maximum bleed stacks in a single hit with Crimson Dance allocated. Simultaneously, it fully utilizes impale stacks, which also benefit from the multiple hits. By increasing the maximum number of impale hits to 8, with Master of Metal from the Champion Ascendancy for plus 1 hit and a Pride Watcher's Eye for plus 2 hits, the build scales flat physical damage per impale stack. Combined with the physical mastery that grants damage over time multiplier based on the number of impales on the enemy, the bleed damage is boosted by a decent amount. However, maxing bleed and impale stacks consistently depends on the enemy's hitbox. In PvP tests against exiles, which have relatively smaller hitboxes, a minimum of 6 spikes reliably hit. Against larger enemies, such as Maven's Brain or the Depraved Trinity in the Abomination map, which have significantly bigger hitboxes, all 8 spikes are guaranteed to connect. This ensures that we always achieve max stacks in just 2 hits. Our main 6-link is a Warlord-influenced Conquest Lamella, chosen for its ability to roll an elevated modifier, granting up to 10% quality to socketed active skill gems. As for the gems contained in it, we have Perforate of BloodShed linked to Fist of War, Cruelty, Ruthless, Awakened Melee Physical, and Awakened Brutality support. Our weapon of choice is an Elder-influenced Karui Chopper, selected for its ability to roll modifiers such as Damage over Time multiplier for bleeding, and a hybrid physical modifier that includes Culling Strike against bleeding enemies. The gems socketed in the weapon are Determination, Pride, Malevolence, Herald of Purity, Blood and Sand, all linked to a level 4 Enlightened support. Our helmet is an Eater and Exarch-influenced Haunted Bassinet, chosen for its ability to roll implicits that reduce the mana cost of attacks and increase mana reservation efficiency of skills. The gems socketed in the helmet are Val, Molten Shell, and War Banner linked to cast when damage taken and life tap support. Our gloves are Eater and Exarch-influenced Wyvern Scale gauntlets, chosen for their ability to roll implicits, such as increased chance to impale and increased physical damage over time multiplier. The gems socketed in the gloves are Enduring Cry and Seismic Cry, both linked to Second Wind and Life Tap support. Lastly, our Wyvern Scale boots are also Eater and Exarch influenced, selected for their ability to roll modifiers that grant a chance to avoid elemental ailments and increase action speed. The gems socketed in the boots are Leap Slam and Vulnerability, linked to faster attacks and Life Tap support. For the rest of our gear, we use an Elder-influenced Rustic Sash as our belt. Its implicit grants increased global physical damage, and it can roll explicit modifiers which grant increased maximum life and global physical damage. Ashes of the Stars, anointed with Charisma as our amulet. And for rings, the right slot features a Warlord-influenced Amethyst ring, chosen for its ability to roll the Warlord modifier, granting increased area of effect. And the left slot holds Calandra's Touch, mirroring all the benefits of the right ring. For this build, we use two 8-passive large cluster jewels, both granting Battle-Hardened and Master the Fundamentals. Complementing these are two Megalomaniac jewels. One provides Master the Fundamentals and Elegant Form, while the other grants Vicious Skewering and Elegant Form. Additional jewels include Light of Meaning of Physical Damage socketed near Stamina, Glorious Vanity of Jibakwa, socketed near Eternal Youth to convert it into Divine Flesh, a Watcher's Eye granting 2 additional impale hits and a chance to impale while affected by Pride, Impossible Escape for precise technique, enabling allocation of Thick Skin, Leader of the Pack, a small mana reservation node, and the entire Circle of Entrench, the Flesh and Flame combo to allocate Bane of Legends from the Slayer Ascendancy. For masteries, we allocate increased damage with hits and ailments as our two-handed mastery, minimum Warcry power as our Warcry mastery, increased mana reservation efficiency as our mana mastery, increased maximum life as our life mastery, bleeding deals damage faster as our axe mastery, damage over time multiplier per impale stack as our physical mastery. Additionally, the keystones we use are Divine Flesh, Resolute Technique, Unwavering Stance, Crimson Dance, and Iron Reflexes. For our Ascendancy progression, we take first to strike, last to fall after completing the normal labyrinth. This grants adrenaline and ensures we permanently intimidate enemies on hit. Next, we choose Master of Metal upon finishing the cruel labyrinth, as by this point, we should have nearly 100% impale chance. After completing the Merciless labyrinth, we take Fortitude, providing us with permanent Fortify for added survivability. Finally, we select Inspirational after finishing the Uber Labyrinth, amplifying the damage and effectiveness of all our auras. For Pantheon, we select Soul of Arakali as our major god and Soul of Ralakesh as our minor god. This marks the end of the Settlers League for us, and as a special closure, we're hosting a giveaway event on our Discord server starting tomorrow. I'll be giving away all of my fully min-maxed builds from this league. Winners will receive the gear, jewels, and most of the skill gems for these builds. To participate, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Join our Discord server. Once there, verify yourself, head to the giveaway section, and select the giveaways you want to participate in. If you can't see the giveaway section, go to Channels and Roles, select Browse Channels, and enable the giveaway section. The event will run for 3 days, and winners will receive their items after it concludes. Please note, as I'm a PC player, this giveaway is limited to PC players only. Thank you for all the love and support you've shown throughout this league. We truly appreciate it and hope you'll continue to be part of our journey. Good luck, Exile.